Have you ever thought about having a YouTube channel that just runs itself, pumping out content, pulling in views, earning subscribers, all while you're doing other things? We've talked about the basics before, but today we are going deep. We're looking at the actual proven channel formats that are working right now and breaking down exactly how you can scale them this year. Let's do it. So just imagine this for a second. What if you could build a really successful YouTube channel, one that puts out awesome, high-quality videos every single week, but you never, ever have to step in front of a camera? I'm telling you, this isn't some crazy dream. It is a very real, and for a lot of people, a very profitable business model. And the thing that makes all of that possible? It's right here, YouTube automation. This is the whole strategy that lets you step back from the daily grind of making videos, which in turn opens up this incredible potential for scale and efficiency. Okay, so what does this automated channel dream really look like day to day? Let's unpack the core idea and talk about why it's more powerful and, honestly, more achievable right now than it's ever been. So at its core, YouTube automation is really just a system. It's about running a channel by putting together a kind of production line. You've got outsourced freelancers, you've got powerful AI tools like ChatGPT helping with scripts, you've got these massive libraries of stock footage, and they all work together to create the content for you. You get to be the director, the strategist, not the on-screen talent. Now listen, this is probably the most important part. We have to be super clear on the difference between risky automation and legit automation. The risky stuff, just re-uploading other people's videos, creating spammy garbage content, that is a one-way ticket to getting your channel completely deleted. What we're talking about is legit automation, creating genuinely valuable original content with great scripts and high-quality visuals that people actually want to watch. That's how you build a real, sustainable channel. All right, so you're on board with doing this the right way. Awesome. But the big question is, what kind of videos can you actually make? Well, let's dive into some of the most effective, most proven formats that are absolutely crushing it on YouTube right now. First up, and this one is really exciting, we've got AI animated stories. This is where you use these new cutting-edge AI video tools to create completely unique, sometimes surreal, and just visually stunning animated videos. We're talking about stuff that's literally impossible to find anywhere else. And here's why this is so powerful. The visuals are, by their very nature, one of a kind. They make people stop scrolling in a super crowded feed. That novelty gives them massive viral potential. And the best part? Your only limit is your own imagination. You can bring literally any story to life. Next up, we have a total classic, and it's an incredibly stable format, the Faceless Explainer channel. I'm sure you've seen these. They dive deep into fascinating topics, business, history, true crime, using a really compelling narrator, great stock footage, and slick motion graphics to tell an amazing story. The magic behind this format is its consistency and its longevity. These topics have audiences who are always hungry for more content. When you produce top-notch explainer videos, you build real authority, and the videos you make today can keep getting views for years and years. You're essentially building an evergreen library of valuable content. And if we take that explainer model and just turn it up to 11, we get documentary deep dives. These are the longer, more ambitious projects that tackle one single subject with incredible detail. The goal here is to make your channel the definitive source on that topic. Now, this extra effort has a huge payoff. Long, engaging stories lead to massive watch time, which the YouTube algorithm absolutely loves. It establishes you as an expert, and advertisers pay much, much higher rates for this kind of premium content. We're talking about higher CPMs, which is just the cost per 1,000 views. Better content, more money. Simple as that. And look, the possibilities don't just stop with those big three. There are so many other ways to go. You could do quick, interesting facts channels. Those are super simple to produce. Quizzes and trivia videos are amazing for getting your audience to interact. You can even create stunning travel guides using nothing but high-quality stock footage. Seriously, the field is wide open.
So you've got the ideas, you've seen the formats that work. Now it's time to build the machine. Let's get into the actual actionable blueprint for scaling your own automated channel this year.
This is your production assembly line. Every single video is going to move through these 4 simple stages. It all starts with a great script, then a voiceover artist brings it to life, After that, an editor adds all the visuals, and finally, and this step is critical, it gets uploaded and optimized. I'm talking about the perfect title, thumbnail, and description that actually get people to click. The beauty is, this whole process is simple, it's repeatable, and you can outsource every single step. And these are the tools you're gonna use to power that assembly line. You've got AI writers for brainstorming and getting those first drafts down. You can find incredible voiceover artists and editors on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. For those unique animations, you have AI video generators like Pika or Runway. And stock media sites are basically your endless library for professional footage. This is your entire production studio, right here online. Once you start publishing, you have to know what's working and what isn't. And these 4 numbers are pretty much all that matter. Your click-through rate, or CTR, tells you if your thumbnail and title are grabbing attention. Audience retention shows you if your story is actually compelling. Average view duration tells you how much value people are getting. And finally, are people hitting that subscribe button? This is basically your channel's report card. Okay, we've gone over the concepts, we've looked at the formats, we've laid out the blueprint. All the theory is here. Now it's time to stop thinking and start doing. It's time to turn all this knowledge into a real channel. So I want you to think about it right now. Of all the formats we just looked at, the AI stories, the deep dives, the quizzes, the explainers, which one of those sparked something for you? Which one felt like something you could actually get excited about building? So here's my challenge to you. Don't try to do everything. Just pick one idea, and then commit to testing it for just 30 days. Make 3 or 4 videos, put them out there, and just see what happens. That first step is always the hardest, and there's no better time to take it than right after this explainer ends. Now, launching a channel is one thing, but avoiding the common mistakes that cause like 99% of them to fail, well, that's the real secret. To make sure you get it right from the start, our next explainer is going to cover the critical channel-killing mistakes you have to avoid. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one.